Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are talking about the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. This came out a few months ago, and now that all of the hype and fury has worn down a bit, I thought it would be a good time to review it. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. For reference, I am 35 years old, I have dry, dehydrated skin, and I live in Montreal. We will begin by giving basic product information, claims, the whole breakdown, and then there will be timestamps included, so you can go ahead and skip around to see whatever it is that you'd like. So this is from Lisa Eldridge, the amazing makeup artist, and she has her own makeup company. She's had her beauty products for several years now. Started off with lips, which I love, and she has slowly but surely extended her beauty range into almost a fully comprehensive line. So this is the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. That is the title. The foundation comes in 43 shades, which is really great. It's very inclusive. And if you look at the website, you can actually see sort of like grids, like light, light to medium, medium, medium deep, and then deep. So depending on your skin tone, wherever you may be, there are a lot of shades to choose from. I ended up getting a light to medium pack here because you can actually order samples. You can go ahead and order different sample cards for different categories. So if you're unsure and before just buying a full size of the foundation, you can just buy the sample packs, which I think is fabulous. I think all brands should do this because it's just easier. And also sometimes just for travel, it's nice to have a little bottle or two of foundation instead of the whole bottle. So this retails here. You can get it at Selfridges, which is great. Lisa Eldridge has now launched at Selfridges, which feels like very official and like a really huge deal. So the foundation retails at $48.50 USD plus tax. It claims to be suitable for all skin types. This product is vegan, cruelty-free. It does not have any alcohol, parabens, talc, or fragrance. It's 30 milliliters, the full size, which is the standard size for all foundations, and it is made in Italy. I'll go ahead and include the ingredient list right here, so go ahead and peruse that because I know some people have sensitivities and allergies, so please go ahead and read that before you make your purchase. Let's go ahead and read off some of the claims off of the website. So the Seamless Foundation comes in seamless shades and offers an effortless natural finish. The intelligently formulated skin-friendly foundation has a customizable medium coverage that can be dialed up or down. Self-setting, interesting. It blends effortlessly to a smooth and unify the skin in a noticeable soft focus effect. The formula contains a natural mesh-like ingredient which completely fuses with the skin after blending, and the final finish is neither dewy nor matte, but something skin-like and in between. I love that. The term skin-like, meshing, mixing with the skin, that's what's really sticking out to me, and the fact that it's neither dewy nor matte, so maybe some sort of soft velvet in between. The sample pack that I have here is light to medium, and there are 4 shades in each pack. So I'll go ahead and do some stripes along my cheek, and I will read off the description of each shade. This shade here is 11, and this is a light to medium with neutral golden undertones. Next is number 12. And this is light medium with neutral rosy undertones. 13 is light medium with golden undertones. And lastly, we have 14 here, which is light medium with rosy undertones. I think the undertone description here is quite accurate. The only one that when I was applying it seemed to just melt into the skin is the first one here at number 11, light medium with neutral golden undertones. I think this will be what I will use for the full face. The other 3, I can sort of blend them in, but they just didn't mesh with my skin quite as easily. And so that's a good way to tell if a foundation works for you when you're doing a swatch stripe like this with very little effort. If it just sort of melts into the skin right away, that's a good indication. The texture of this foundation is very fluid. It feels just like a typical runny liquid foundation. It doesn't feel too thick. It doesn't feel heavy. There isn't really a fragrance. I'm noticing a slight cosmetic scent, but there's no fragrance in here. It's not perfumed. It's gliding quite nicely. It says it's a medium coverage, so we'll see about that in a second. And I feel like it's drying down as quickly as I'm blending it. It doesn't feel wet on the skin. It's sort of just blending in really quickly. I'm applying a little bit more in the center of my face. I'm having some breakouts and a bit of redness. So I'm just using this to stipple and cover a little bit more. I do think it's offering a nice level of coverage. I think it's a light to medium, but more medium, but it's not too heavy. I'm really impressed with how quickly this is drying down. It's really sort of fading into a soft velvet right away. It doesn't feel dewy. It doesn't feel oily or too slick. I think their claims that this is neither matte nor dewy is pretty accurate. I would say it looks and feels a little bit more matte than dewy, although I see what they're saying. It's not going to be overly shiny, but also not drying. But to me, this is giving a little bit of a soft velvet finish. So this is one application. Let's say that this is one pump, and this is what the foundation looks like. I don't have anything on my skin except for skincare, so no concealer, no blush, anything like that. I think that this was a pretty good shade match. It's hard to tell exactly. Obviously, we're going to add blush, and you can add bronzer and all that jazz, but I think 11 was okay. I think if I was going to order another sample pack, I think I may have gotten I have the light medium, but I think the light medium may have just offered more variety. So just keep that in mind. But I think it works. I think this is working for me. This is just an instant here of it being on my complexion. Let me add some concealer and I'll be right back. I'm back. So for my lip here, those of you curious, this is the Laura Mercier lip liner in Chestnut. And then I went into Lisa Eldridge lips. I used the Velvet lipstick in Fawn. It's a beautiful nudie lipstick. And then I used her lip gloss in Muse as well. Another beautiful neutral nude just over top for this beautiful pout. Okay, so it's been 20-30 minutes since I've applied the foundation. I don't know, like so if I look at it from like the mouth up, it looks like a beautiful finish. It's not dewy, it's not matte, it's giving like a soft velvet. There is glow. I have concealer on but no highlighter, just a bit of blush. So I do have some radiance, I have some glow, but I can see my smile lines like pretty instantly. I'll see if I can show you here. I can see a little bit of foundation settled in here right away. And I had a facial like last week, so my skin is still very fresh, very well prepped. This is not a question of me forgetting to exfoliate for a month. I'm noticing a little bit here, a little bit what looks like could be a bit of dry patch, like dry skin. I do get some dryness around my mouth sometimes, and I do have smile lines like a normal human does, but this is picking up pretty quickly. Even around my nose, I'm noticing it's sort of just settling a little into like the creases, the contours of my nose, my mouth. I feel like this part of my face looks more mature than it does normally. Yikes, I don't know. As much as I love Lisa Eldridge, as much as I love her lip products the most, I don't know. I'm really unsure about this foundation because I know that most of my audience is my age or more mature. I don't know if you have even more mature, even drier skin than me. I don't know about that. I don't know. This might not be for you. What I'll do is I'll pause the video for now. I'll come back in a couple of hours. I'll let this sit and marinate and see how it's going to be, because this foundation claims that it was going to like mesh with my skin and feel very natural, like second skin, and it does. Like, it doesn't feel like anything. I don't feel dry. It's just when I look here, I'm like, you know, I smile and then the crease stays. Like, look at that. Unsure. So yeah, let's pause and come back in a couple of hours. I'm back. Hi. It's been about 5 or 6 hours since I last saw you. So things like, I don't know, like I feel like my mouth, the bottom part here of my face, looks like Grumpy Cat. Like I just have like these wrinkles here that have just been emphasized so much by the foundation. When I was blending it, I liked how easily it sort of dried down, but it settled so much into my smile lines, and it's just like, it's extending them. Like it's really emphasizing any sort of crease or texture around my mouth. I haven't noticed anything around my crow's feet or my forehead, but just here, it's really bad. And I'm noticing it's bunching a little bit around my nose, where I often have some dry skin. And at first I thought that there was a dry patch of skin growing here. It's not really. I mean, you can definitely see some texture more than other foundations, and I feel like on my chin I'm noticing some texture, like it's picking up on like the peach fuzz on your face. I'm noticing it picked up there as well. I know that this claims it's for all skin types. If you have dry skin, if you have mature skin, if you have dehydrated skin, I don't think this is for you. I think this is more for like really like more oily skin. And yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. I was thinking that this was going to be like the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation or the Armani foundation. You know, something that's not too luminous and not too matte. Like the forehead looks fine. It hasn't gotten any oilier. I would say that the luminosity looks fine. It's just, if you have any dryness whatsoever, any little texture issues, no merci. This is unfortunate, but thankfully it was just samples. I didn't buy a full bottle, full size. So I think that's today's video. I think that's it. I don't know what else there is to say. You know, like the wear, like it feels like nothing, but I wouldn't purchase this. I wouldn't buy this because I really hate how much this is emphasized here. Like as soon as I smile, it stays like the crease, like you really have to blend it out here. So no merci for me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you've purchased this, and if you like it, I would love to hear from you. You know, maybe if you have a different skin type, that would work better for you. I think if you mixed in like a facial oil, that might make it less dry as well. But for me, it didn't work for me, and that's okay, because not everything is for everyone, and that's okay. I love the Lisa Eldridge lip products, but not her foundations. No merci. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.